He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love, love.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. I am recording on a new device. Not a new device. I rarely record on my Samsung Galaxy 9. I'm recording on that right now. So if anything looks different, you're like, what's going on? Sometimes it goes out of focus, which pisses me off. But yeah, different camera because I'm trying to upload power while also doing these other reviews. So I bought 2 phones for a reason, and so I need to start using them both to kind of hurry me up with recording. So this is my review for Mind Your Business. It's season 1, episode 1. It is a new show. It's on OWN. It comes on after Ayana Fix My Life, and I saw the previews for it, and I was like, it looks like it'll be interesting. So I'm like, let's see what's going to be. So Mahisha is a businesswoman. She quits her like regular job or whatever to become a business owner for herself, to have her own, I think it's a hair care line. So her show is about basically, going back out to help other women, entrepreneurs be better within their business. So it's a good premise. And this first episode, it was kind of cool. So we see she's going to a barbecue place. It's in LA, and the owner name is Shalimar. The name kept making me giggle a little bit. I'm like, okay, why my camera looks so close? Okay, that's better. I don't like an alien now. Anyway, so yeah, the girl named Shalimar, I kept, just kind of yelling about that. So she is basically, at the restaurant. She is the owner. She's a cook. She is a culinary, chef or whatever. And her parents loaned her the money to open up this restaurant. She partners with her brother, and picture Black Ink crew in the kitchen. Okay, it's basically what it is if you ask me. And so she's there looking at the restaurant. So the girl showing her around and everything. The first thing I noticed is she's like, okay, this is so and so. She's making macaroni and cheese. I was like, why she don't have on a hairnet? Like, she has a lot of hair. Like, she's not bald. Like, there's no hairnet. Okay, anyway, so that's what I kept thinking about the whole time. So she's like kind of showing them around or whatever, and then she's like, okay, I'm gonna let you taste the food. So they sit down and whatnot, and Shalimar gets upset because the person bringing the food doesn't take the crumbs off from the cornbread that's on the plate, and she over yelling and cussing and fussing, and what I'm saying, Mahisha like, why is she back acting like goddamn fool? And so it's like, okay, it's not just the staff who be real extra and crazy, it's also the owner. So that's something else to check into. So then when she come back out, she eats the food or whatever. She's like, the food is good, it's kind of cool, but she realized, you know what I'm saying, it ain't just them, it's you too. Like, what's up with you? Shalimar admits that she is great at cooking and being a chef, but she has no idea how to run a restaurant. She's like, I was never taught in culinary school how to run a restaurant and basically have a business, because for that you go to business school, management degree. That's what happens. Anyway, she's like, I'm just a great cook. I have no idea how to run staff and all that stuff, and that's kind of what's missing from here. And I don't like dealing with the employees. Like, sometimes I don't even coming to work. I will sometimes get here and sit outside for 45 minutes. So she not even happy with her own job, and she's a goddamn boss. Okay, girl, you kind of crazy. So she then brings up how there's a old man Glenn. It's like, old man Glenn, he be cussing me out at night. It's kind of crazy. Also, I caught him stealing before, but I didn't talk to him about it. It's like, well, when was he stealing? Oh, like a month ago. It's like, he stole something a month ago. You knew it and you haven't talked to him. And she's like, no, he's 70. What is the reason why he shouldn't be stealing? Okay, it's kind of crazy. I'm like, how he's stealing? He's stealing. A whole thief in these streets. Anyway, she like, girl, you need to address stuff head on. You have to kind of be that authority figure. You gotta get on the goddamn job. So we then see Mahisha goes, is it Mahisha? Mahisha. Mahisha, that name I'm messed up a little bit. Mahisha goes to like talk to the staff. So it's two cashiers. It's a white girl and a black girl. I think she's not white, she's something else. But they be fighting, like fist fighting, like fighting, like physically fighting. I'm like, that's kind of crazy. The first girl, who's the black girl, she says how Shalimar usually doesn't even be at the restaurant too much. She comes like, she come in the morning, then she leave, and she come back at night. And I'm like, that's kind of crazy. And then the other girl said, well, yeah, it be kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because we be fighting. And they like, what? Like fight? Yeah, we fight sometimes. First of all, I'm like, Cindy ass is high. Cindy was the one saying they be fighting, and I think she's like Asian or Japanese or Korean or something. It could be Filipino. I'm not sure. She's within that realm of race. So I'm like, she on something. I don't know what, but she's on something. We then see the head cook talking about, we had the staff very lazy. He says, but I have my issues too. She's like, oh, what's up with you? He then says, I drink at work sometimes. You the cook. The cook drunk. I'm like, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. He then admitted right now he's tipsy. He's tipsy as we speak. I said this. Talking about he got something to drink before he going to work. I'm like, who goes to work drunk besides maybe dancers, maybe strippers? Okay, strippers might, because they don't want to, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to be, this is kind of crazy. I'm like, lions and tigers and bears, oh motherfucking my. He drunk at work. The girl Cindy got to be high at work, and I'm pretty sure the girl, that's her name, Alicia, the black girl who was the cashier, she probably smoked weed. I don't want no food from them. It's Popeyes. It's Popeye chicken in the making. I just, what roaches that? I just can't take it. Jesus, fix it. Anyway, we then see he should go talk to the girl parents, who also works there, who has loaned her the money to open the place. They say it's been 3 years and she ain't paid them not back a dime, not a quarter, not a nickel, not a dime, a penny, nothing, no dollars, no nothing. And he like, it's been 3 years though. She's like, yeah, we didn't think in our old age we'll be out here, you know what I'm saying, working or whatever. But we do feel like you being here can be a help to our daughter, because there's always room for improvement. So hopefully, you know what I'm saying, she'll get some tips from you. They admit again that the fact that she has not paid them back, and that she owes about, the dad said it's over $100,000 that they owe her for. That she owes her parents 100. Lord Jesus Christ. And then said they gave her money to open a restaurant out of their retirement fund, and now they up working at a damn barbecue restaurant, slaving over the ribs and the macaroni and cheese and the green beans and the yams and stuff, and the cornbread. I'm like, what? You cannot have your old ass parents who are retired slaving, cooking in your restaurant. Okay, even if you borrow money from them, they ain't gotta work for you, girl. Nope. Anyway, her brother is also a co-owner within the restaurant. His name is Marvin. He does not live in whatever city it is. Now, it's in California, and I know stuff in Cali like really far out, because she said he drives in every day, so he's dedicated because it's a far drive. I don't know how far it is or whatever, but it's like, it's not close. He admits, like, look, we need to hire a manager because she isn't here every day. So we need someone here who was qualified to run the day-to-day business of the restaurant. Like, and she can't do that because she don't know. Okay. I'm like, that wasn't in y'all business plan. Like, how did you open a restaurant and no one has a whole business plan? Like, I just don't. Fix it, Jesus. Anyway, but even if the brother knows she ain't there all the time, then something ain't right. Okay, something ain't right in the goddamn water, and I don't know what it is. Anyway, we do see Shalimar and Mahisha talking at her house, and she like, what time do you get to the restaurant? Because the staff says sometimes you don't get there until like late. She's like, no, I get there, it's always, you know what I'm saying, before 1 p.m. I thought she was going to say it's always like 11. I'm like, 1 p.m. is noontime, girl. That's not the girl. She then said, you know what I'm saying, but it's because I got to breastfeed my baby. Like, I can't, my baby got to be breastfed. I'm like, bitch, how much breastfeeding is you doing? You not pumping? Nobody on the refrigerator? Girl, that is not an excuse. Mahisha was like, girl, look, I had two kids back to back. I launched my business. I worked a full-time job and I made it work. You know what I'm saying? You have to be hungry for this and want this in order to make it. I do want this. I really, really do want this. I'm just so overwhelmed with it all. Honey, that is a part of life, okay? It is 4:41 in the morning. You think I want to be asleep, okay? But I'm about that YouTube grind life, okay? So, whatever. Anyway, she was like, look, your staff ain't shit, basically. You know what I'm saying? Your staff ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? They getting drunk, they stealing, they fighting. You have to be this leader of this ship and lead their asses to do something. But again, your staff ain't shit, and you need to. Well, I feel like a bug just formed my damn eye. Oh my god. I hope I'm tripping. That's my mole. Okay. I think sometimes my eyelashes fall, and my eyelash fall, and it just makes me feel like I don't know. Anyway, 'cause my glasses is on. Okay, crisis averted. Anyway, so she's like, you need to boss up and take charge of your staff, of your business, and your restaurant. And you first need to confront your employees because, again, they ain't shit. And, you know what I'm saying, hire a manager to run the staff. That's what you need to do. So she then talks to her staff. Okay. Now, first we have high ass Cindy. Okay, high ass Cindy must not have a dental plan. Okay, I'm just gonna say that. And high ass Cindy looks like a functioning crackhead. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. You can't look at Cindy and say, you know what? She give me crackhead teeth. She give me crackhead teeth all day, all day, all day. So they like, look, you be doing too much. You be arguing, fussing and fighting or whatever with the employees. Like this yesterday, you tried to fight my niece. And I'm like, girl, what? They then say, what do you have to say about this? Mahisha was like, you tried to fight the owner's niece? Why would you do that? She says, well, why do y'all keep me working here? I said, and she was dead ass. She's like, why do y'all keep me working here? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Because I make y'all money. And shut up. I was like, well, yeah, you do. She's like, but, you know what I'm saying? That's no longer good enough. You tried to fight my niece. Like, you can't just, you can't really do that. So, Mahisha was like, are you drunk right now? And she was like, maybe. Are you high? Like, I smell alcohol. I think you're drunk and you're high. What? You're drunk at work. And she was clearly inebriated and high at the same goddamn time. Okay. And then she says, well, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. Yes, so I'm drunk. Whatever. I had a drink on my break. She's like, you still at work. What is he talking about? You can't be drinking at work. This Cindy said, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm still functioning. I say this, she's a functioning either alcoholic, crackhead. She's on some kind of drugs, okay? Bruh. She looked like a functioning crackhead at work. And she said, yes, I drank on my break. I said, but bitch, you are at work. Like, you not off work. Lord Jesus. It was crazy. She's like, oh my God, you're drunk at work. I cannot believe it. She's like, you know what? Shalimar says, you know what? I have to let you go. Like, I can't believe it, Shalimar. I'm always there for you. You know what I'm saying? You call me at my other job and I come and I help you. She's like, yeah, but you like, you be out here. Like, if you fight anywhere else, you get fired. Like, I can't keep you here. You know what? This is not fair because I'm always here for you. Because I'm always here for you. And she walked away crying. I was like, well, I mean, what did you expect, girl? You look like a functioning crackhead. You can't tell me she don't smoke crack on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Okay, she's only off on Mondays. You can't tell me that. Anyway, so she gone. She fired. Next ask, she's the head cashier. I guess she's the niece because, again, that's who Cindy was fighting. They then, look, why would you fight Cindy? Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying? I went outside to check her, okay? And I told her, I don't like you, okay? What's the problem? I'm looking like, see, because she was doing this and all this, I say she need to be fired too. She need to fire her boss. Get rid of her right now, okay? She ain't gonna be no good. She then says, I was talking to her, whatever. I said, I don't like her. And then she threw her cigarette, you know what I'm saying, my way. So, no, I threw her cigarette. I snatched her cigarette and I threw it. She says, and then Cindy got out the car and she kicked me. And I said, at work, at work. What's it, Mahisha? Yeah, Mahisha say, why would you do that? She then says, my mama told me if somebody hits you, you hit them back. She's like, you're not in preschool. Like, you're an adult. Well, as an adult, I hit her back. I said, this bitch right here, I can't take it. It's a full-fledged mess simply because she said it as if she was a kid. Like, a total kid. Like, I'm a kid. Someone hit me, I hit him back. No, if someone hits you, you walk the fuck up. Well, that's not true. Because if you hit me, I might hit your ass back if I'm at work. Like, if you hit me at work, if I'm clocked out, and you hit me, I'm beating your ass. If I'm clocked in, I'm not finna argue with anybody. Like, she should not have went outside to check that girl. That was the first problem. Like, if I go outside and I'm arguing with somebody, if I'm off the clock, I'm beating that ass. Like, dead ass, I'm beating that ass. If I'm on the clock, I ain't going outside to start shit. Because that's what gets you fired. Because you was on the clock fighting. You gotta know the rules. Anyway, Shamar like, look, I need you to just take, responsibility for your part in it. You shouldn't have went out there on the clock talking to that girl. And she's like, why should you keep your job? Because I put up with all the bullshit that the crazy customers give me. I put up with this, I put up with that. I'm always here, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I do a good job. But I'm like, but you fighting in these streets, girl. You fighting in these damn streets. And when Mahisha asked her, like, why should you keep your job? You can tell that she's aggravated. And she want to cry. And she wants to cuss her right there. And she probably want to fight. And she's like, well, don't be so defensive. Like, it's just a question. Like, it's just a question. Like, don't get mad. And then she gets mad and she walks off crying. I can't believe this. This is some bullshit. This is stupid. I'm leaving. And she walks off crying. Now, Shalimar chased her down and said, look, I just need you to stop crying for one. And own your part in the bullshit. Because I can't have you working here if you can't own up to your part in some bullshit. And she's like, clean your face off and let's go back in here. I'm like, Lord, this is crazy. We then see him talking to old ass Glenn. Old Glenn the Stiller. Okay, Glenn was on camera stealing boxes. Not really. Anyway, they sit down with him and say, let's show you something. They then show him in the kitchen on camera stealing barbecue sauce. First of all, he hopped over the corner. And when he hopped and he swung his leg, oh, his old ass is in there. Still, and I said, he put something in his shirt. It was so weird and funny that he looked like, is that me? Oh my God, that's me. He realized, that's you. That's you, old man Glenn. You on tape stealing. And he looked so close, like, oh my God, they got me. He swallowed real hard, like, okay, I gotta come a little loud real quick. So then they like, you know what I'm saying? Why would you do that? He like, yeah, that was me. I apologize. I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I was being slick. You know what I'm saying? I should not have done it. And it won't happen again. And I'm like, that ain't, that's not how it's supposed to go. You know, he says he took it because he was at home cooking. So she's like, oh my, I can't believe you would do that. You know what I'm saying? I trusted you or whatever. And then like, have you stole anything else before? He's like, no, that was the only time. Nope. And she's like, come on now. This is time to be honest. Like, did you see anything else? Okay, some gloves. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Some pies. Yeah, I stole some pies too. What? He been stealing, okay? If she would have said some money, he would say, yeah, I took $5. He stole everything, okay? He's a kleptomaniac, okay? He's stealing the pie. He getting the recipe together. He gonna sell the recipe to somebody in a pineapple under the sea. It's a whole thing that they don't know. And I'm like, he's on camera stealing. And then they said, you thought you was slick, that you was in there. You cut the lights off, thinking the lights was off, the camera would not catch you. He said I was being slick. He's a stealer. He's stealing. Girl, fire his ass. Anyway, when they said, have you took anything else? And he said no. And they said, you sure? He said some gloves. I'm like, if the camera go in and out, just let it focus. It'll be what it's going to be. Anyway, she like, I'm not going to fire you. I got to think about it. Like, I don't know. Because she looks at him as family. But he stole some stuff, girl. And it was petty shit. Like, girl, bye. Anyway, they then talked to the head cook, whose name was Ben, who's also a drunk. So Ben the drunk, the head cook. Your food gonna be burnt. Why? Because Ben is drunk. So she's like, look, it's not okay that you're drunk. and that you get drunk at work. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're basically a liability to me. Like, if you get hurt in that kitchen, you know what I'm saying, because you're drunk, if you fall and hurt yourself, or if you cut yourself or anything like that, like, I will be held liable because you're the cook and you're on the job drunk. You can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I could lose all this based on your bullshit. He like, you know what I'm saying? I be at home or whatever. I got a new kid. I'm stressed. You know what I'm saying? You know, a new father or the work here, whatever. I just drink to relax. Misha said, that's called alcoholism. You got a problem. You're an alcoholic. And he is. Because he's saying how he drinks to cope with his issues. That's what alcoholics do. Like, if you're always drunk and you're drinking to cope from something, that's called alcoholism. Like, absolutely. He says, you know, you're right. You're right. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful that you... Why is the camera just... I don't know if it... Like, I'm looking at the screen, right? And it just went dark. I don't know if it went dark for y'all, too. I don't know. It's the weirdest shit ever. So I'm gonna pause it. See, this is why I don't like using, but I just can't do it. Pause. So my dumb self, I didn't charge this phone. So I'm like, why is it dark? It's because the fucking battery was at like 2%. So I tried to plug my charger in. Because I had only charged up my iPhone. Of course. Anyway, so yeah, she didn't fire drunk Ben, you know what I'm saying? But he said, thank you for not firing me right now, whatever. I'm grateful that you didn't fire me because I know I have these issues. He's a whole alcoholic. Girl, that he gonna burn the damn place down. Anyway, she then talks to the people she did not fire. You know, the hothead Ashley who did not get fired. I need you to kind of keep your temper down, like, be here, you know, better yourself or whatever, and be a better person if you say so. And then we had Tim. They didn't show the conversation with Tim much. They just showed her telling him, I need you to come in your uniform when you're at work. Tim is the resident gay. Okay, that's who Tim is. That's what he looks like to me. I'm like, he came in with lip gloss popping. Okay, popping, a whole little turtleneck or whatever. I'm like, who works at a barbecue restaurant that is hot in barbecue restaurants in a turtleneck in LA? Girl, bye. I can't take it. Anyway, you see that whole thing. But I say he is the resident gay. He's probably fabulous. We then see she gonna keep stealing as Glenn. But she said, Glenn, I'm gonna keep you here. However, I'm taking your key back, and I'm going to make sure that you're only working at a time when someone can watch you. At that point, you need to fire him. Like, Thomas gonna be a probationary period. He's a thief. He been stealing, girl, stealing. He gonna still steal when you not looking. Okay, so just let it go. She told drunk ass Ben that, you know what I'm saying, he can stay, keep his job, but however, if they're gonna help him get some help, he needs to go to rehab. Okay, he needs rehab. Point blank to the period. Because he was still drunk in the scene. He was still a full ass drunk, but neither here nor there. She also goes and hires a manager to run the shop, and she is like, I'm just gonna do it that way. I'm trying to upload Power right now because it's a thing to do. Oh, Apple, no. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm trying to multitask sometimes. But y'all love when I multitask because y'all be like, you know what I'm saying? She's getting the stuff that we need to see. Okay, y'all gonna want to see Power. And I'm pretty sure somebody's up right now waiting for it to be loaded. And so it's now uploading. Okay, that's it. So, she hired a manager. She went to like a... I'm gonna say she went to like a head hunting firm or whatever to find someone to work a job. And supposedly the girl is qualified. And then the ending of it is her and her brother having a cook-off to see whose barbecue sauce is the best. She uses brown sugar in hers. He wants to use white sugar and molasses because it's cheaper. Who wants cheap barbecue sauce? But they're like, if it tastes the exact same, then we'll use whichever one tastes the same, and it does not matter the cost. However, excuse me, the little contest they have where they have people come out and test it and try it or whatever, people still picked the girl stuff and the Charlemagne stuff anyway, so she basically won. And they give their parents a check for $500, their first payment of what they owe. So now they still owe $99,900 $99,000. Oh, $500, girl, bye. Because they say she owes $100,000. Anyway, and they also say that the money they make from some of the barbecue sauce that we give their parents, 50% of the proceeds. Girl, pay the people back their money. Okay, pay them their damn money and let it be that. I do think this show can be good. I don't want it to be cheesy. So I'm hoping the next episode is just as entertaining. Cause that goddamn Cindy is a crackhead, and she was at work high. Okay, and if you got something from Cindy, I'm pretty sure it was some crack residue in it. Anyway, I'm all set. Um, if you watch all the way through, put drunk Ben, cracked out Cindy, angry Ashley, or stealing Glenn. Okay, put those in the comment section, and then put a random 4-digit number. Peace.